Hello, Algebra 1. Today we are talking about tip and double discount percents. So percents are very applicable to your normal regular life. Whenever you to go out to a restaurant again, we usually tip at restaurants, and that involves percents. And then also, of course, we love to shop, or at least I do, and frequently different stores have sales a certain percent off. And so that's something that is helpful to know how to work with so that you make sure you're being charged the correct amount. Okay, like for example, at a bunch of stores, I get a teacher discount of 10%. So even if something is on sale, I get an additional 10% off on top of that. And sometimes they have that for military or for students as well. So these situations, actually do happen. So let's take a look at them. All right. So you and two friends go out to dinner at Chili's. The bill comes to a total of $48.60. You would like to leave between a 15% and 20% tip. So the first question is, what is the range of tip you could leave? And that just means we're going to find what 15% and a 20% tip is, and you're going to leave somewhere in between that. Okay, so to find a 15% tip, all you're going to do, similar to what we did yesterday, we're going to take the 0.15, that's 15%, and we're multiplying it by our total. Okay, so just like yesterday, but instead of this total being number of people, it's the dollars that you spent. So 0.15 times 48.60. So that's $7.29. We're going to put a dollar sign because this is money. Always need a unit. And then 20% would be 0.20. We'll just do that same thing over again. And that's $9.72. So you should leave between $7.29 and $9.72. And usually people like pick a nice number that doesn't have like some weird cents at the end of it. So we decided to go in the middle. We're going to leave an 18% tip, and now we want to know what the total bill is. So start off by finding your tip. We're doing 18%, so 0.18 times my total. And that's $8.75 because we'll round up. We'll always do nearest hundredth because it's money. All right, so that's just what the tip is. So now you're going to take what your total bill was, and you are going to add the tip on. So 8.75 plus, you bought all that food, those appetizers, those desserts. So your actual total is $57.35. All right, so a lot of times when people go out to eat, it's easier to just split the bill evenly. So you're going to split the bill instead of adding up everything that each person owes. What is your part of the bill? So come up here, make sure you know how many people went to dinner. It's you and two friends, so that's 3 people. And then we'll just take our bill and we'll divide it by 3 because 3 people are paying. Whoops. Here we go. So everyone's going to pay about $19.12. Okay, or if you're me, I'll just throw in a 20 because I don't want to deal with finding 12 cents. All right. Let's try another one. So you and your family just moved into a new house. You decide to upgrade your TV and find a good sale at Best Buy. The TV you want originally is $1,400 and is 40% off. You found a coupon online that gives you an additional 15% off the sale price. You think that this means the price is 55% off. Is this true? So what a lot of people want to do is to say, oh, I got 40% off and I got 15% off, so that's the same as 55% off. All right, well, that seems reasonable. Let's see if that's actually the case. So we're going to try this 2 different ways. Okay, we are getting 40% off your $1,400 TV. So let's do that first. 0.40, that's my 40%, times 1,400, same as what I did above. Oops, 0.40. Okay, so that's $560. Now be careful. This is not the price of the TV. This is the discount that you're getting. All right, this is how much money we're taking off. So now you need to take your $1,400 and subtract off this $560. All right, we're subtracting because it's sale, okay? We're saving money. So we're subtracting off that $560 from the price of the TV. So our new price of our TV is $840. Okay, but now we're getting another 15% off of that. So I'm going to take 0.15 times my new price of $840. And that's $126. But again, this is not what you're paying for the TV. This is the discount. So we're taking our $840, because that was the new price of the TV, subtract that $126, and that gives us $714. This is the price of your TV. That's pretty good, right? So you got a discount here, and you got a discount here. All right, so let's see what happens when we just do this all at once, and we take 55% off all at once instead of 40% and then 15%. So if I want to take 55% off, that's 0.55 multiplied by, my price was how much for the TV? $1,400. Okay, 0.55 times 1,400. And that is 770. Okay, and again, that's not the price of the TV, that's the discount. Okay, that's how much money is being taken off. So now we'll need to subtract 1,400 minus 770. Is $630. Well, that's weird because that is not the same as what we got before, right? So these are not the same, and they never will be. Okay, they never ever will be. So here is what you need to know about percents. It is always better to get the whole thing off all at once than split like this. Okay, so even though 40% plus 15% is the same as 55%, here this 15% isn't coming off of the $1,400. It's coming off of the $840. Since it's coming off of a lower price, you get a lower discount. Okay, so if you're given an option, this would be better. Now, most of the time, it's going to be this situation. Okay, but if you're asked like, hey, are they the same thing? They are not. Okay, having the 55% or whatever taken off at once is always better for you in terms of a sale. Okay. All right, so let's try that again. Your sister comes home for the weekend from college to go to IKEA and get a new nightstand. She finds the nightstand she wants on sale for 40% off an original price of $125.50. All right, let's 40% off. Let's highlight, and then this is the cost. When she goes to buy the nightstand, the cashier makes a mistake and only takes off 30%. When your sister corrects her, the cashier then takes an additional 10% off the cost. How much should your sister have paid? How much did your sister pay? What are her feelings about this? All right, well, let's try both situations. We have 40% off. That's what she should have received, but then the cashier messed up, so she took off 30% and then 10%. All right, let's see what happens. So 40% off of $125.50. I'll take my 0.40 multiplied by my $125.50, and all of this I'm just going to do with my calculator. Okay, and that's $50.20. That's what that means, 50.2. Okay, and that again is your discount. So we'll subtract that off of the $125.50. $75.3 is $75.30. All right, so this is what your sister should have paid. This is what it really was, 40% off. Should have paid. But that's not what happened. What happened was the cashier took 30% off. So let's try that. 0.30 times the 125.50. I'm just going to use my calculator. So that's $37.65. Again, this is your discount. All right, this is how much money is coming off of your price. So we'll subtract it off. Subtract $37.65. Okay, $87.85. Okay, but we're not done yet, because then the cashier was like, oops, I got to take off another 10%. So 10% is 0.10, and we're multiplying that by this new price. Okay, so again, this was the discount. Put that over here too, discount. Okay, so 0.10 times $87.85. We're going to round that to $8.79 because the 5 moves the 8 up. Okay, and again, that is also a discount. Okay, you're not getting this nightstand for $8. So now we're taking the $8.79, we're subtracting it off of the $87.85. $87.85 minus $8.79, $79.06. So this is what you did pay. So what are your feelings about this, or your sister's feelings? Well, she's probably pretty annoyed because she was overcharged. So I'm going to say she is mad. She's overcharged. Now, here's the thing. There are a lot of people that don't know that these are two different situations. Okay, I actually had a situation where I went to a store, and there was a shirt that was 30% off or something like that, and I told them I had a teacher discount of 10% off as well. And I showed them my ID, and she's like, oh, I'll just take off 40%. And I was like, well, that's not exactly the same thing. And the person didn't know. So I was being honest, okay, and said, no, that's not the same as 40% off. And, you know, sometimes if they mess up, it works in your favor, but sometimes, like in this situation, it doesn't. All right, so it's important to know that these things are not the same. All right, we're going to do one more. We're going to skip that bottom question, though. Damien is visiting the University of Kansas. He goes to the university bookstore, which sells a lot of cool Kansas gear. Damien finds a hoodie that is originally $63, and it is on sale at 40% off. Because Damien has a football ticket from the last game, he gets an additional 10% off. The cashier makes an error and takes 50% off the hoodie's cost on accident. How much should Damien have paid? How much did he pay? What are his feelings about this? All right, so what should have happened was he should have gotten 40% off and then 10% off. All right, but this is like the situation that happened to me. The cashier made an error and said, oh, that's just the same as 50% off. So remember, this is the one that's always like better for the person when it's combined. Okay, let's see what the price difference is. All right, so if we're going to take off 40% of a $63 hoodie, we're going to do 0.40 and multiply that by 63, right? $63. And that's $25.20, 25.2. Okay, but remember, this is the discount. So now I will go ahead and subtract that. So 63 minus 25.20. And that gives me a cost of $37.80. So now what should have happened is we should have gotten 10% off of that. So 0.10 times our 3780. We'll type that in. And you can use parentheses or multiplication, whichever. And that's $3.78. Okay, but again, that's the discount. That's the second discount. So now we'll go ahead and subtract from the new cost. So 37.80 minus $3.78 is $34.02. This was the total price. So this is what he should have paid. This is what should have happened. But that is not what happened. What happened is that he just got 50% off. So that's 0.50 times our $63 hoodie. And that's $31.50. So when you're taking 50% off, that's just half, right? So technically this is the discount, but when we subtract the discount off, because we were getting half off, you're going to get the same thing as the original price. Okay, so $31.50 is your cost because 50% off means you're paying half of the price. So if you look, this is what he actually paid. So he's probably happy, right? He ended up spending a little less money, but because Damien is an honest person, he's going to go tell the cashier that they made an error. Okay, so maybe Damien is sad that the cashier didn't understand math. Okay, those are his feelings. Okay, or he's happy. Okay, one of the two. All right, and we're skipping the bottom part, so don't worry about that. Let's talk about your homework tonight. Go ahead, flip the page to worksheet 3. Worksheet 3, we're going to cut some stuff for you, even though it's pretty short. We're going to get rid of number 3 and number 4. You can cross those out. And we're also going to get rid of number 6. Okay, so 3, 4, and 6. You can go ahead and you can cross those off. So pretty short homework tonight. And I'll see you back here tomorrow. Have a great day.